Shalom. Call Aloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, let's check out this video concerning a post that Donald Trump made a few days ago.
The President of the United States just called for Democratic members of Congress to be executed. This is not normal. We cannot allow this to feel normal. This, as far as I know, has never happened before in the history of the country. Every Democratic member of the Senate and the House, their life is in jeopardy right now, especially those that were specifically targeted by this social media post. Democratic senators and House members who were simply saying that no member of the military should act illegally or in violation of the Constitution. The President of the United States just called for members of Congress to be executed. If you are a person of influence in this country, maybe it's time to pick a fucking side. If you are a Republican in Congress, if you are a Republican governor, maybe it's time to draw a line in the sand and say that under no circumstances should the President of the United States be calling on his political opposition to be hanged. We are at a very dangerous moment right now. The President is engaged in the wholesale incitement, endorsement, and rationalization of political violence in this country. This is a very slippery slope that we are on. This is a moment for people to step up, for Republicans to step up, for business leaders to step up. Anybody who has a voice or a soapbox in this country needs to draw a line in the sand and say that it is not acceptable for the President of the United States to call on the murder of his political opposition. The President of the United States just called for Democratic members of Congress to be executed.
All right, I just wanted to play it up to here again to get his quote. I'm assuming this was on X. That's what it looks like, at least, formerly Twitter. Trump said seditious behavior. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Seditious, whatever. Behavior punishable by death, because certain Democrats said that military members should honor the oath that they made to the Constitution. Basically, Trump is looking at them and saying, well, that's sedition because they should be listening to me. And what you guys are doing is punishable by death. Let's look up that word sedition really quickly, or seditious. It says inciting or causing people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. So Trump is feeling like Democrats are causing certain people, and I guess specifically the military, to rebel against him, his authority, and the things that he says should go. And when I saw that, the first precept that came to mind was obviously Isaiah 19, verse 4. And the Egyptians, now this is referring to a future Egypt or future Egyptians, which is America. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And we believe that cruel Lord to be Trump. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. So now you see that there are many examples of how Trump fits this cruel Lord concerning what he's doing to his own citizens, but now also the way he's treating his own, as the guy called it, political opposition. I mean, it's looking like scandal now. He's inciting political violence, calling on certain Democrats to be executed. He's basically saying, look, what you're doing, I can put you to death. That's what he said, punishable by death. You guys should basically face the death penalty. What you're doing and the things that you're saying is as bad as someone who gets put on death row. That's basically what he's saying. So, of course, that's your cruel Lord for you. And we obviously have a kingdom divided against itself. This is Matthew, what is that? Let me think. Is it 12? If not, I'll find it. Yeah, Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So, of course, we can speed this up and use it in these times concerning America specifically. We see how this political system is divided against itself. That's the whole reason why you had another government shutdown in Trump's term, which this one, of course, as we all know, has been the longest government shutdown that we've ever seen. Why? Because the two political parties, they're not on the same side. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out the funding. And now you had weeks of people not knowing if they were going to be able to eat, not able to pay their bills. A lot of people lost jobs. Different departments are just gone. People have to change whole entire professions. So you still have some longer lasting effects from this government shutdown. Why? Because this kingdom is divided. America is divided. And it says every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So we know that this place is basically spiraling the drain. It's only a matter of time until it falls and it just can't come back up. Remember, Jeremiah even said it. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Babylon is another term for America. You have Egypt and you have America. You have Babylon being the most two prominent terms that you find in the Bible referring to America. So this place is on its way out. It says, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand, because there's no order, there's no standard. The house isn't organized. No one's running it efficiently anymore. There aren't processes in place. That's what's going on with Babylon the Great. So certain things like this should, of course, excite us as we see this place basically going down, because the faster that this place goes down, the sooner that Lord's will, we receive salvation and enter in those chariots, and then finally righteousness can reign on the planet Earth. So we need all these prophecies to come to pass. And it may get uncomfortable, it might not feel good, but we got to go through that position of difficulty and go through that hour of temptation, that hour of testing, in order to show our faith and to be able to stand strong when Yahushua returns. Also that we can be delivered and receive salvation. That's what this is all about. America going down, Yahushua returning, delivering his elect, and then finally righteousness, beginning with Yahushua reigning on the earth. But that means Babylon has to fall. And I'll end off with this precept, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 10. Oh, damn. That's a good one, too. Let me see. Damn. I'll just start at the top, and I'll read verses 1 through 4. I'll just read it straight through. It's pretty much straightforward, especially concerning this topic. Verse 1 says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Yeah, this government is not well ordered because a prudent man is not ruling it. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And when you jump down to verse 8, it talks about how the kingdom is going to be translated from one people to another. From a king that is unrighteous, that's not prudent, to one that is righteous, to one that is prudent, to one that does have wisdom, to one that can run his government and his people properly. I'll just put it that way. Because that's not what we're seeing right now. We're seeing people living barely paycheck to paycheck. We're seeing foreclosures on the rise right now. People are losing their houses. We're seeing debt, of course, at an all-time high. And this is all because of how the wicked is running the planet Earth. But let's just keep it here in Babylon. This is how this cruel Lord is running his kingdom. And now we see the fruits of it. But very, very soon, the Most High Yahweh is going to take this man out, and it will be very soon. And we know that based upon all the signs, all the prophecies that are coming to pass. And then, of course, that's when he's going to set up his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to reign. And Lord's will, we with him as long as we hold on. So that's it. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Shalom.